The highly anticipated fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul has been the subject of a lot of buzz, not only because of the potential for fireworks inside the ring, but also because of the massive paydays involved for both fighters. As one of the most iconic boxers of all time, Mike Tyson's return to the ring after a long hiatus was a spectacle in itself. On the other hand, Jake Paul, a social media star turned boxer, has been making waves in the combat sports world, and this fight with Tyson was one of the biggest challenges of his career. But aside from the drama and spectacle, one of the most intriguing aspects of this matchup is the financial side, how much these two were paid, and what the winner stands to earn. First, let's break down the payouts for both Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. For someone like Mike Tyson, with his legendary status, the paycheck for taking part in a fight like this was always going to be significant. Reports suggest that Tyson's guaranteed purse for the fight was somewhere in the ballpark of $10 million. This is a huge payday, but it's also understandable considering Tyson's legacy and the fact that his name still carries immense weight in the boxing world, even though he's past his prime. Jake Paul, while relatively new to boxing, has created his own business empire around the sport, leveraging his massive social media following. The financial details around Jake's payment are a bit murkier, but estimates suggest he earned about $5 million as his guaranteed purse for the fight. Though it's not as high as Tyson's, Jake's earnings are still impressive, especially given his relative inexperience in the boxing world compared to the former heavyweight champion. But here's where things get interesting. While these were the guaranteed base salaries, both fighters had additional opportunities to earn much more based on the success of the fight, particularly through pay-per-view, PPV, sales. PPV revenue plays a massive role in determining the overall earnings of a fight, especially one with as much hype and media attention as Tyson versus Paul. For the Tyson-Paul fight, industry insiders speculated that the PPV sales could generate anywhere from $50 million to $100 million in total revenue. Given that both fighters were huge draws in their own right, a large portion of this PPV revenue would be split between them. The exact split between Tyson and Paul hasn't been publicly disclosed, but typically the bigger name, in this case, Tyson, would take home the larger portion of the PPV earnings. If the fight generated $100 million in PPV revenue, Tyson could pocket as much as $40 to $50 million from the PPV, with Jake Paul likely receiving a more modest share. In addition to the PPV revenue, both fighters could have earned performance bonuses tied to various factors, such as the fight's success, ticket sales, and overall viewership. For example, if the fight garnered a significant social media presence or broke certain records, both Tyson and Paul could see further payouts based on those metrics. For someone like Jake Paul, who has a massive social media following and knows how to sell a fight, this could be another lucrative source of income. So, what about the prize money for the winner? While the exact figures aren't typically disclosed for smaller bonuses or fight-specific incentives, we can safely assume that the winner of the fight would receive a significant bonus based on the revenue generated by the event. In many high-profile bouts, the winner's share can be substantial, sometimes up to 10 to 20% of the total PPV revenue. This would mean that if the fight generated $50 million in PPV sales, the winner could earn anywhere from $5 to $10 million as a prize on top of their initial guaranteed purse. In the end, the total earnings for both fighters, Tyson and Paul, could reach well into the tens of millions, depending on the final PPV sales and other revenue streams like sponsorships and ticket sales. While Tyson is expected to take home the larger portion due to his legacy and star power, Jake Paul is also in a strong financial position, capitalizing on his viral appeal and his role as a modern-day boxing promoter. Ultimately, the Tyson-Paul fight wasn't just a clash of boxing styles and personalities, it was also a high-stakes financial battle. Both men knew they stood to earn a fortune from the event, regardless of the outcome. And in the world of modern boxing, where spectacle and showmanship often drive revenue, it's clear that both Tyson and Paul are savvy businesspeople as much as they are fighters. While the financial details may vary depending on how PPV sales perform, one thing is certain: the fight generated a significant payday for both combatants, with millions at stake for the winner.